Hi everyone, Nicolette here again. Yes, I am the 39-year-old virgin, and I have been able to maintain that by the grace of God, not through my own strength, because I tell everybody I'm not broken, okay? I made a conscious choice and a daily decision to maintain myself so that I can honor the Lord. And He has helped me through this decision. And so I wanted to share with anyone who is interested in doing the same, whether you're already doing it and you want to give up, please do not, because God finds you honoring Him to be exceptional, and you want to continue to honor Him. And there's so much reward in it, self gratification, because you know that you are disciplined and you are honoring God, and that you have maintained yourself a reputation that the celibacy, virginity, that's not easy to do. And if you're able to do it, that's really great, right? So do continue. And I wanted to continue to share some reasons behind why I have maintained, or how I have maintained my virginity for this long. And this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about just, have I ever had a crush? Have I ever had guys pursue me, right? And let me just say, do you see me? Do you see? Okay, all right. Maybe I should stand. Let me stop. So, of course, people who have their virginity are not ugly people. They're not broken people. They're not dummies. They're not people who are defective. No, there are beautiful, handsome women and men who have decided, despite of their looks, despite of their capability, to gain access, or to have other people have access to them, to not grant it. And that's what I made the decision to do. I am very capable of winning over men, and I have won over quite a few. Some that I am quite about, to be honest, just because that would not have been my preference. And then there are others that I'm like, oh my gosh, he likes me. So one of these guys, I remember I went to take an exam for, I was at the time trying to study law, and then I went to take a test. And this cute Indian guy was talking to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so awesome. I'm not gonna lie that, when you have someone who is attracted or feels attracted, it feels good. And let me tell you, I've had younger men, older men, and my age range that are attracted to me. But it is my choice. I decide who I allow to be in my space, who I allow to be, in my DMs, who I allow to be calling me. So one of the examples that I had, I went to some place to preach, and this young man, he was helping with the whole transaction. And once everything was done, or the encounter, and once everything was done, he wanted to maintain contact. And I was like, for what? Because why are you still calling me? I didn't give you permission to continue to contact me. What we went to do is done, and that's the end of it. And he was like, well, God told me to, you're going to be my friend. I was like, well, you know what? That's all good and well. So when he tells me the same thing he told you, I'll call you back. But as for now, please stop calling me. And so and this guy was not ugly, okay? But that's who I am. I decide who comes into my circle and who doesn't. I decide when I want to speak to someone and not. I've had, people who try to have me change my mind about being celibate after I've told them, I've been this way for 39 years. What makes you think I've met you for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, and you're going to change my mind about what God has told me in the Bible to do? God says, do not have sex outside of marriage. And it's sad because a lot of people, all because you do what you do doesn't mean that others will, right? And I'm not judging anyone. I don't know why people think that if I decide to do what I think is right, that is necessarily not a judgment on you. I don't really care what you choose to do. That's between you and your God. You can go over there and speak to Him about what you're doing. I'm gonna be over here speaking to him about what I'm doing, okay? But yeah, I've had situations also where a young girl would think that, because I don't know if it's because she has heard this guy that she likes, talk about me, because I've had that quite a lot. And they would go to my friends and try to get to me. And my friend would be like, no, Nicolette's not interested. But I guess they would talk to those young girls. And then the young girl will come to me trying to figure out, do I like the guy or not? And I'd be open, like, no, I don't like him. Either he's too loud or he's too this or he's too that. Like, that's not my taste. I don't appreciate what he has. And he could keep it over there. And then come to find out that young lady would be speaking to me about the gentleman because she likes him for herself. See, and what I don't like with women sometimes, y'all be so dubious. Like, come straight, come correct. Like, if you will come and tell me, yo, girl, I'm really interested in this guy, but he seemed to be interested in you, or I mean, granted, that's not easy to do, but I'm just saying, okay? It really irked my nerve when I found out later, after the fact, like, they literally were trying to get to know me better, either for me to help them get the man or for them to find out if I like him or not, if they could take him. I would be like, but they would never let me know that they're interested. As a matter of fact, one girl, I actually asked her if she was interested. She's like, no, me, what? No. A year later, married. I'm like, what? Wait, did I hear wrong? But anyway, listen, no shade. And I hope, listen, whether they watch or not, or they know who I'm talking about or not, whatever. It is what it is. It happened. But, I'm just saying this to say that I have had a lot of young men, a lot of older men. Oh my goodness. I once had my boss, two of my bosses actually in the same job, compete to try to see which one of them was going to get me. And I hope they're not watching this, because I act like I didn't understand a thing, because I wanted to keep my little job. It was my first little job out of college, y'all. I'm not going to lie. And I was like, I act like, what? I was blonde that day, or all those days I worked, because I didn't understand, like, what? And then this one kid who worked there, I think he also was interested, because he was really nice, but maybe he wasn't. He was just really nice. But anyway, he was like, Nicolette, do you understand what they're saying? I was like, no. He was like, they like you. I was like, what? They're older. They can't. Like, I knew they liked me, y'all. Like, this one guy was like, he'll be my sugar daddy. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. And I didn't even want to tell my aunt. I didn't even want to tell anybody, because I just wanted my job. It was my first paying job. I was trying to stay there, which is a bad thing that young women do. Either we get, I'm not gonna lie either. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was flattered. I was like, wait, I got it like that though? Like, these are grown men, I don't remember if they were married or not. One of them was really cute. The other one, not so much. But, coming out of college and not really making that much money, like, I had opportunity, people. I had opportunity to be a sugar something. I don't know what you call these people, but the guy is a sugar daddy. So what am I? Sugar daughter? I don't know. Okay. But I had opportunity. But I decided that I wanted to, praise my God, serve my God, rather than follow what my flesh might want or what they were asking me to do, whether money was involved. Like, what do I look like? I am not, a woman of the streets, okay? And that goes back to me and my reputation. Like, I valued what I had built over the years. At the time, I was like 21 when the whole scenario with the sugar daddy came. And then before that, like, I've had, boys approach me. And when I was in nursing school, when I was in undergrad, when I was in high school, I had boys wanting to be my girlfriend since I was little. But I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. My aunt doesn't want me to. So yes, guys, I know I'm highly desirable, and I could if I wanted to, but I chose not to. And that's, like, if that's you, keep going. You don't have to be, you're not broken. It's a choice that you make. So keep up with that choice and back it up with your love for God, and don't stop, because it's very important to Him and to you that you maintain steadfast on your decision. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys another time. Subscribe, like, so that I can tell you more. Bye.